What if you could save 30 to 50% on your IT budget? And I'm not just talking about the equipment that you buy. I'm talking about that equipment, those services, and even the personnel. See, the organizations that we're working with on an IT basis, that's what we're saving them. Somewhere in the range of 30 to 50% when you take all of those things, including things like benefits, and you add it all up, that's what our clients are saving. Let me give you a real world example of where we're seeing this happen. So let's say that your key IT person, whether it's an IT manager, IT director, system admin, whoever it might be, comes into your office and says, I'm giving you my 2 weeks notice. Now, your first thought is probably to try and counter, right? What can I do to help keep you and for you to stay? Because they're a valuable person. You, of course, want to try and keep them. But as you start to go through what they're being offered, they're making 40% more. They have a sign on bonus. They have better benefits. Oh, and they get to work remote full time. All of these things, right, get rolled into it. And for you, the reality is, as a small business owner, or just as an organization overall with where you're at, you can't compete. You cannot counteroffer them something that's actually going to keep them. And so, as much as you want to keep them, you have to let them go. And here's the other challenge is that in that person leaving, you now have to go and try and find someone to replace that person. And in doing so, you're probably going to be paying more. You're probably going to have somebody that doesn't have that institutional knowledge unless they had been there prior at your organization. And very likely as well, they may not have that same level of technical expertise. That's just in the short term. In the long term, the reality is you're putting yourself in this position and for this very thing to happen all over again, maybe in a year, 2 or 5 years, but you're doing the exact same thing as what you were just in. So, what a lot of organizations have started to do is to partner with organizations like us here at CCB because they don't want to put themselves in this position again. And in addition to not wanting to put themselves in this position again, they want to see what they can do to help streamline and reduce their overall IT budget cost. And that's what we've done for a lot of the organizations that we work with. So much so that when I look at what we're saving them versus what they were paying or most likely were paying when you roll all of those costs into it, it again was between 30 to 50%. So if this is something of interest to you because you're literally in the situation that I was just describing, or you're just curious about what you may be able to help save on your overall IT operational expenses, we'd be happy to have a conversation and would welcome that with you.